Yo, what is up? Today's video is about how to stay fit during exams or busy weeks. Now, everyone, all of us have periods of time where it becomes harder to prioritize certain things, certain extracurriculars, if you will, like exercising, basically, like staying in shape or like moving towards shape. So me personally, those time periods will be if I have like the week of me having an assignment due, or exam weeks or something where I very much need to put focus on something else. It's harder to be consistent in the gym and be there all the time when I really need to, since I have something more important. If you're older, it might be work. You have this big project that's coming up where you're just particularly busy that week, and it becomes harder for you to go to the gym. But you also don't want to fall off. You don't want to always be like bouncing back and forth. Every time something mildly takes you out of the great flow, momentum that you're in, it just like pulls you all the way back. You want to at least stay the same, right? How do you do that? That's what I'm here to help you with. Basically, the way that you do it, there's a few ways to do it. But in periods like this, things like your diet become monumentally more important. Right? Now, let me preface this. When I'm saying fit, I'm not talking about how to maintain strength during these periods. I'm not talking about how to make great improvements even in these periods or something. I'm talking about like mainly not getting fatter, not like losing too much muscle, all that. Right? That's specifically what I'm talking about. Now, back to the main topic. Your diet will become monumentally more important, right? During this period of time, whether it's a week or 2 weeks, your diet will become essential towards you not just becoming fatter in the week. You don't have as much space for cheats, is what I mean. You don't have as much space for cheats. If you still want to be making progress, then you're probably going to need to be more, like if you're in a very like reasonable deficit of like maybe 500, if you still want to be making like decent progress, because let's just say you were doing cardio as well, you probably need to drop it to 1,000 calorie deficit or 800 or something. If you're not trying to gain any weight, I recommend just being in a mild deficit, just for the sake of, you're probably moving around less and all that, so there's some calories that you just didn't account for, and it's better for you to accidentally get slightly leaner than just get fatter, right? But in those periods, your diet matters much more. And when you do have time to do things, you need to maximize what you can do. So, in general, I would recommend just following the program that you're normally on. Because as much as, especially since most like periods are max like a week or two, maybe three. So like if you randomly have time on a Thursday to hit a workout, I recommend not trying to like squeeze everything inside. That's a mistake that lots of people make. They try and like make up for the lost days when it would be more beneficial for you to focus more on consistency than on making up lost time. What do I mean by that? If you're always doing legs on a Wednesday and you have this random Wednesday open, do legs. Don't do any extra stuff. Just do legs that you do in any normal week, so that like mentally speaking, you still within the program that you set for yourself. You're not there trying to like make up for lost time by doing some full body workouts, and then like no, unless you're like making like big, unless it's been like a long while since you've done something, it's more beneficial for you to just like stick to the program that you already set. You'll get back on it eventually. Or if like focusing on losing weight, if you have that random Wednesday, it would be more beneficial for you to use it on cardio than on like a normal workout. Just because goal wise, cardio is pretty linear, it's just like more calories burned. So goal wise, it just makes more sense to dedicate time towards it. And then smaller ways outside of the obvious, like, food and stuff, is just incorporating small workouts throughout the day, right? Maybe choose to move more. If you are taking the escalator everywhere, take the stairs once or twice. Walk around more. When you're talking to people, just like take more laps around wherever you walk. If I know for me, when I was a teenager back in like final exams, obviously I wasn't able to go to the gym anyway, but like I wasn't able to dedicate as much time to like working out and stuff. So what I started doing to, give me some exercise, was also part of keeping me awake and stuff, is that I became purely calisthenics, and I would stretch a lot of calisthenics out throughout my day. So it'd be like a thing of, I'm taking a break from working by doing push-ups, by doing squats, by doing crunches, by doing all these things, just spreading them out throughout the day. Because as much as it's busy, I still want to keep myself active somehow. Because busy usually also means a lot of sitting down, a lot of like hunchback typing and all that. So I just wanted to keep myself active, because I enjoy being active, but it's also part of my goals. So to do that, I would start, working out in my room. I wasn't able to, go out and do runs and stuff. So I started doing like burpees. Like you find ways to like stay in shape. You find ways to make it possible to fit it in. You'll put in little things. Maybe you need to work a lot, lots of studying at home. Put in just some push-ups throughout your day. Just some push-ups throughout your day, nothing crazy. Maybe you just those are the weeks that you eat healthier, because you don't have the space to make mistakes like that. Because normally, you have the leeway from, oh, I'm doing cardio, I'm doing this. Well, these 2 weeks you're not doing anything besides working. So toughen up on your diet. It becomes necessary now. You don't have the space. You don't have the leeway anymore for like this period of time. You know, yeah, that's basically it. Like just dieting, squeezing in little things throughout the week, and focusing more on your priorities. Max priority is just consistency in general. You want to keep yourself consistent. You don't want to make this like a trip along it's just a speed bump. It's just slowing you down a bit. But you want to keep yourself, you don't want to have this period bring you back. You just want to keep yourself the same. And then when you get out of the period, you can focus on making improvements. So, yeah, I would say that's the video. Hope it helps. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment if you have something to say. Subscribe, share the video with your nurse. And thanks for watching. Peace.